What is going on, tribe, and welcome back to another video with me, your bald-headed boy scribe. How the devil are we doing? I apologize, I'm wearing El Vesto. That's because the UK right now is suffering what is known as a case of the let's cook our residents. And I know a lot of the Americans in the chat will probably be like, you puny British folk, you don't know what heat is. And I'd be like, yeah. But before we get into that brand new fusion, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk real quick about what new players like yourself can get if you sign up using my QR code or the link in the description down below, because it's an exciting one. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, new players that are using brand new accounts to play Raid Shadow Legends will be able to get this amazing legendary support unit in Grand Oak Porrick. All right, this guy is absolutely dope. He can extend buffs, he can steal buffs, he can get lots and lots of good heals, he's got a really good aura, and you can get him for absolutely free right as you start your account. Literally, as soon as you have finished the prologue, this guy will be chilling in your inbox, ready for you to just pick up and go. Once you hit level 10 on your account, you'll actually be able to get the epic unit Stagnite. This guy is a great support unit, really good in things like Clan Boss, really good in Doom Tower, basically every single game mode. I've been using this guy. You can see I've got him all the way up to 3 red stars. I've also got him, decked out to level 60, use him in basically every dungeon. This guy can put out AoE decreased damage, AoE decreased defense, lots of really good buffs for the team. Just improves your overall survivability, increases the accuracy of your team when you don't land any buffs, or debuffs rather. Just a really solid unit. Our next epic comes at level 20, ladies and gentlemen, and it is Ugo. This guy is brilliant for survivability. He is able to place the leech debuff, he is able to place decreased defense, block buffs, damage based on attack, and of course he does have a support of AoE revives as well. Really solid unit and a great support unit to have in your roster. And the last one is a personal favorite for me. Once you hit level 30, you'll be able to unlock the epic support unit Tagore. This guy is still to this day, my healer. He is able to be AoE heals, AoE revives. He is able to provide additional buffs to the team and speed up across the board. Able to place shield up as well. Very solid unit. AoE revive, like I said, on his A3, sorry. And overall, I still use this guy to this day. He's really dope. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, I do think that it is in everybody's interest to go in and use a promo code within the first 48 hours of playing and use the code RAID7. RAID7 will get you Pelops. Pelops the Victor is a fantastic unit. I love this guy. He is able to basically clear through all of the campaign with you. If you take him with someone like Tagore or a damage dealer, he is going to tank, reflect damage, place AoE burns down, great in things such as the Spider Raid, great in Clan Boss as well, and will absolutely trounce all the way through Nightmare campaign as well. Pair him with a big attacker and you're going to have a great time. Trust. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to take a look at the brand new fusion event. This is an actual fusion, not a fragment fusion like we've been having recently. A classic fusion event that is coming very shortly to the game, and that is Hagibar the Nest Maid. Love to see it. So we're on the Hell Hades website right now, just going to figure out what she's saying, what her kit's abilities are, and see if she's worth getting. So Hagibar the Nest Maid is set to arrive as part of a classic fusion event starting on Wednesday, July 1st. Currently we are 23rd of June, so it's only going to be a week away, ladies and gentlemen, giving players the chance to add a new Dark Elves legendary champion to their roster. She is a classic fusion event from the Dark Elves legendary, and she is an HP type attacker. Affinity is Force. Okay, so she fights fire with fire, quite literally, built around the bomb and HP burn debuffs. Love HP burn. Like I said, that's something that you do actually have on Pelops, so more of that is good. Bombs, I don't think I've got a single bomb unit in my roster right now, so that'll be interesting to play with. She looks designed to punish teams that rely on them, as she is completely immune to both. Oh, wow, okay, so she's immune to HP burn and immune to bombs. All right. She looks to serve as a counter to burn teams in PvP, so great at countering Pelops then, but there is also PvE value here. Bommel in particular may be in for a rough time. I've been using, what is her name? Annabelle, Lady Annabelle, to counter Bommel in recent weeks, and Lady Annibal's been doing great stuff, but if I can also throw Hagibal the Nest Maid in as well, just to make my life a little bit easier, I absolutely will. So, skill breakdown, let's take a look. I mean, I could zoom in and look at this in bigger font, but we've got it all read out here. So, her A1, Blast of Purification, a single target attack with a 75% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns, increasing to 100% when booked. Not too bad. HP burn on a basic is pretty sick. After attacking, she also places a perfect veil buff on herself for 1 turn. It is not the Flash's basic ability, but having HP burn on the A1 is very useful. I like this. This is kind of cool. I'm inside with that. I just said Insidious. I'm on board with perfect veil and HP burn on a basic. Not bad. So, this is where Hagibal's identity really starts to show, apparently. She attacks all enemies on her A2, instantly detonating all bomb debuffs. She activates 1 tick of all HP burn debuffs, and she also has a 75% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns, 100% when booked. The bomb detonation gives her obvious synergy with bomb champions, whilst HP burn activation makes her useful in Spider. The sustain from leech is just cherries on top. I love this idea, actually, throwing her in with Pelops against the Spider boss. If Pelops can place HP burn on all of the baby spiderlings, and then you do an AoE and trigger all of the HP burns, that should hurt the spider boss a boatload. I'd love to try that out. If that makes my spider farm quicker, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be very happy. Next up, Larval Consumption, a cooldown of 4, 3 when booked. This ability steals all buffs from all enemies. Then it has a 75% chance of placing 2 bomb debuffs on every enemy. Nice. If the enemy has no buffs, those bomb debuffs detonate after 1 turn instead of 2. Stealing everything before placing bombs gives the ability some value. This 1 turn duration against enemies with no buffs also gives Lord Shazar vamp vibes and may mean the enemy can't respond. However, bear in mind it all fails against Total Guard and protected buffs, which are prominent in high level PvP. Her main drawback though is not having a fast way to cycle the A2. Solid progression unit. I like the idea of being able to strip buffs before doing this. You can get rid of so many irritating buffs that way to prevent you from killing enemies, to get rid of anything that's preventing you from placing debuffs, then landing the debuffs, all that good business. Next up, we've got the passive, which is Insect Lord's Vessel. Hagibal is immune to HP burn and bomb debuffs, and she does not receive damage from HP burn. I love this. Like, those are 2 really, really good things to have immunity to. Whenever an enemy tries to play stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, fear, true fear, or petrification, she's just like she is an anti-Pelops right now. Or tries to increase the cooldowns of her skills, she places a bomb debuff on that enemy. These bombs detonate after 1 turn and ignore block debuffs. So you can't prevent it with block debuffs. That's pretty cool. I imagine there's still probably an accuracy check there. This passive is one of the reasons she looks annoying to go against. Not just the immunity against the likes of Vulcanus, but also the fact that she's throwing bombs back against CC attempts. An important note though, she isn't immune to the CC, so that will still affect her. Yeah, so you will still stun her, freeze her, sleep her, provoke her, yada yada yada, but she is going to go ahead and place a bomb debuff on that enemy, which is kind of nice. She's got an aura, which is all ally HP in all battles by 30%. That's quite nice. I use that frequently with Tagore, actually. Certain boss battles I feel in certain matches, and frankly, going through things like Grim Forest and Faction Wars, it's useful to have some additional HP for survivability. A strong aura on paper, since Hagibal is a bomb champion, you would have hoped to have seen attack here. Okay, so let's see what Hell Hades has thoughts on this fusion. Hagibal the Nest Maid looks like a very interesting fusion champion. She seems decent for progression, PvP, and for players who want some help with Bommel, and I always do. There may be a possibility she solos. From a high-end PvP perspective, she may struggle against the ever-present Total Guard and protected buffs, which limits some of her value. Overall, she looks decent. Now, I would say, from my perspective, as someone who is a little bit earlier game, I can see massive value in this character for me personally. So as soon as this classic fusion event comes in, I will be pushing for this girl. I think it's going to be a fun addition to my roster. But I'm kind of curious, ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts on Hagibal? Are you going to be pushing for her? And will you be someone that is using her in various game modes, such as Doom Tower, Faction Wars, etc., etc.? Let me know, help me learn, and I will hopefully provide you with some modicum of entertainment, maybe, perhaps, definitely, I don't know. We'll figure that out when we cross that bridge, I guess. I'll make sure to try and put out some guides for when her fusion event is up, so that we can all follow the journey together Wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please do leave me a like and a comment down below, and I will see you all in the very next video. Peace out and big love.